You know, I gotta get in the zone. Just gotta feel it. That's all you gotta do. It's not that hard. You know, just to feel it. You know, 2 cups of coffee, and I'm starting to feel it. I just gotta relax. I gotta stop stuttering. I gotta get going. That's all I gotta do. Just get going, get started. Maybe I should just do that now, right? Yes. Just gotta get going. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Is the microphone working? Is the microphone? Yes, it is. Hello. Welcome to Rad Recommendations. I'm your host, Chris Angelo, and this week's episode is pretty special to me because it's episode number 3. Uno, dos, tres. May I just say that? 3, though? 3 is my favorite number. I don't know why or how, but I have some sort of a strange, spiritual connection with the number 3. Like, if someone took 8 jars and was like, 1 jar, 2 jar, 3 jar, 4, labeled them all from 1 to 8, I would pick jar number 3, strictly because it has the number 3 on it. I love it so much. It's a cute number. It sounds cute. It is nice. It's nice to have 3 of anything. It's like you got 2 things and a backup. So for episode 3, I tried my best to get very strange, very lovely, lovely things that I love very much love. And I also actually took notes. I actually took notes for this episode because the first 2 episodes are improv, basically, like all the things we're saying. Because like the disclaimer says, this is not a review show, it's a recommendation show. So, we gab about it a teeny bit, so you can go home, do your own research if you will, and watch it, listen to it, look it up if you want. All right! Woo! Yes! The movie of the week is Bartleby, not the one released in 1970, the one released in 2001, starring Crispin Glover. It's a dark comedy drama. It's based off of a short story called Bartleby the Scrivener by Herman Melville. And I love it. I'm really bad at reviewing things, so with a little help from allmovies.com and rogerbert.com, I got a little summary of the movie and kind of put it into my own words. So without further ado, here's an overview of Bartleby. The manager of a city public records department hires a gentleman that goes by Bartleby. At first, he is an ideal employee, organized, on time, polite, etc. Everything a boss would want. From there, it is a slow decline in his productivity and willingness to do simple tasks around the office. It gets weirder and weirder by the end. And there's my little brief description of that movie. It has a lot of mental health symbolism in it. It makes you feel a feel. I don't know. It's a good movie. It doesn't have the best ratings, but I would recommend it. So check it out. All right. Topic number 2, director of the week is Wes Anderson. Yes. Ooh, stereotypical. This artsy chick is going to talk about Wes Anderson. It's because he's fucking awesome. That's why I'm talking about him. All right. So his real name is Wesley Wales Anderson, which I thought was super cute. He's an American film director. He was born May 1st, 1969. He is 46-year-old, and he is a Taurus. I thought that was interesting. If you want to talk to me about astrology, I'm down for it anytime. Just HMU my personal inbox, because I love astrology, and I'm not ashamed to say that. Off topic! So he's known for his distinctive shots and visual style. Each of his movies has a very, you can tell it's a Wes Anderson film by looking at it. Some of his movies include The Royal Tenenbaums, which is my top 10 favorite movie. Love it, love it, love it. Moonrise Kingdom, The Grand Budapest Hotel, another one of my favorites. Fantastic Mr. Fox, which was actually a claymation film. Even the claymation film looks like his live action films. It's very distinctive visual style. Amazing. Don't really know how else to speak of him besides the fact that you should check him the fuck out. And I got a little fun fact about Wes Anderson from townandcountrysomething.com. I'll put the link somewhere. I recommend the article 34 Things Wes Anderson fans need to know. I got this little fact. So if you already know Wes Anderson, you know that Owen Wilson's in a lot of his movies. So his first movie was called Bottle Rocket, which was released in 1996. And Owen Wilson was actually his roommate at the University of Texas, where they wrote that movie together. I don't know. I thought that was interesting. If you don't know who Owen Wilson is, you can look him up too. He's cool. But we're talking about Wes Anderson. So please check him out. It's very inspiring, very awesome. You can tell he puts a lot of effort into his work. It's clear. And I always respect artists that right off the bat you can tell like that is from that person. Because it's like, this person made their own image become like a well-known, I don't even know how to talk. I don't know how to talk about it, but you know what I'm saying. Actor or actress of the week is Malcolm McDowell. Oh, I have so much to say here. This is probably gonna be the longest topic. Let's start with the basics. Born June 13th, 1943. He's 72 years old, and he's a Gemini. What? I believe he was born in Leeds, England. There's like mixed sources about that, but pretty sure it's Leeds, England. So his first movie that he starred in was called If, directed by Lindsay Anderson. And from then on, he continued to do a couple of other films with the same director, one of which was called Oh Lucky Man. And he actually helped write it because it's slightly based off of his life as a coffee salesman. And from Oh Lucky Man, he actually gained recognition from Stanley Kubrick, which led him to be the starring role in the classic A Clockwork Orange. He's on my shirt. He's beautiful. I love him. And honestly, of course, that's where I found out about him. Because last year, I'm a little late to the party, but last year was the first time I actually watched A Clockwork Orange, and I fell in love. I fell in love with him. Like, his acting, it's very... For someone that, like, loves acting but doesn't necessarily do it often, to watch someone like that, it's very inspirational because it kind of makes you, it made me get a boost to be like, I want to do this more. I would do this more because he's so good. He's known for his villainous roles. Has a very long resume of films. A lot of them are actually very bad, but he knows that. Like, he's talked about it in a couple interviews, like how the films that in the beginning they were really good and it went downhill because he actually got like a little bit of a coke addiction, etc. But he still continues to act because he loves it, and he's still getting these roles of these menacing characters because everyone knows, like, if you want a villain, Malcolm McDowell is like the prime. Like, have you seen A Clockwork Orange? Okay? I mean, he's probably sick of people talking about it. Too good. I'm sorry. Like, I love him so much. And honestly, there's so much more to say about this guy. He's fucking awesome. Look him up. Malcolm McDowell. Story time! So you may be wondering, what the fuck is this? What is this? For those of you who don't know, this is called a VHS. They look like this, and you put them in a VHS player. Well, at least you did, until DVDs ruined everything. So last year is when I discovered Clockwork Orange for the first time, and from there I was like, I gotta see all of these guys' movies. Like, I want to see Malcolm McDowell in his prime. So I went on to research If, A Lucky Man, Britannia Hospital, Time After Time, all these old Malcolm McDowell movies from when he was like in his glory years, whatever. And I came across discovering a movie called The Raging Moon. He suddenly gets like a physical handicap, like he needs to be put in a wheelchair, and he falls in love with another girl who's also in a wheelchair. They meet at like a hospital, whatever, and they fall in love. It's just a cute little romance story. And no matter what website I looked on, all the illegal, all the pirate bays, all the etc., nothing. Could not find this movie. And then I found out that it was actually renamed, and I was like, there's hope, there's hope. It was renamed to Long Ago Tomorrow. And I looked it up online, still could not fucking find it anywhere. Like, I'm talking 6 months, no joke, trying to find this movie. And I can't find it. And one day, one glorious afternoon, I go researching, I go hunting again. And on eBay, I mean, I looked there before, but I find there's a VHS of Long Ago Tomorrow on eBay, right? And I'm like, I don't have a VHS player anymore. Thanks, Mom! I love you. But I bet I could find someone with a VHS to DVD converter, and that's exactly what I did. I bought this mofo for $45. I spent $45 for this, all right? That is redonkulous. That is dumb, but it's not dumb because I don't regret it. I don't regret a single second of buying this movie. I had a little nice night to myself, popped it in, watched it. I was a full human after watching this movie. It's just a cute little love story. But anyway, that's my story about how I went on eBay and I spent $45 on outdated technology, only for it to be converted to also outdated technology because DVDs compared to Netflix now, that's all outdated. Moving on. Show of the week is my all-time favorite show. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. All right. This show came out in 2005. It is still on air. 11 seasons. It is on the channel FX and FXX. You can also find it on Netflix. I don't think all the seasons are uploaded, but maybe they are. I don't know. Anyway, it's a dark comedy. It's a satire. So it's about 4 friends who own a pub called Patty's Pub. Their names are Dee, Mac, Charlie, and Dennis. And they're all sorts of fucked up. They all got their own problems. They're all drunks. It's very funny. Eventually, Danny DeVito, he comes in. I think he comes in the 2nd season. I think the reason the show is so respected is because it's so well written. It's all written by Charlie Day, which is actually, he's in it. His character's name is also Charlie, not Charlie Day, but Charlie. He also writes the majority of the songs that are featured on the show. Like, it's not a musical show, but occasionally there are songs because it's all sorts of crazy, that show. I watch it actually every single day. Every single day. I'm obsessed with it. I can't get enough of it. Disclaimer though, it's not for the faint of heart. It is offensive as all hell. They cover a lot of topics that some people just don't feel comfortable about, including politics, racism, death, sex, substance abuse problems, etc. They make fun of it all. And that's why I love it, because I'm sorry, you gotta make fun of shit. You gotta make fun of the bad shit. And there's ways to do it offensively, and there's ways not to do it offensively. And people are gonna watch the show and be offended by it, but if you really look at how it's written, it's fucking genius. It's a satire. It's fucking amazing. But 10 out of 10, please watch this show. If you're not a pussy, though. All right. Album of the week is Merryweather Post Pavilion by Animal Collective. Oh my god. Like, this is so lame of me to be covering because this album pretty much was it's a very well-known psychedelic pop album. But I don't care. I just discovered it last year. It was released January 6th, 2009. It's considered psychedelic pop, indie rock, alternative rock. Words to describe it: trippy, intense, uplifting. And I stole this word from Always to read it. Because when I listen to this music, my brain's like, so trippy, so trippy. I'm sorry. I've had at least 8 spiritual awakenings to this album. It's so fucking good. I think I started getting into this type of music in 2014. Oh, I love it. I actually found a review from allmusic.com by somebody named John Bush. I just highlighted a little segment of what he wrote that I would like to read for you because I think it perfectly describes the music. This little titty bit of a review is written by somebody named John Bush. The music itself, at least what's describable about it, consists of deep bass, pulses, and art-damaged guitars with overlapping vocal harmonies that rise in a holy chorus. You took the words right out of my brain, John Bush, you bitch! Musician of the week, Jello Biafra. He is the front singer for the Dead Kennedys. He also writes music for the Dead Kennedys. He was born June 17th, 1958. He is 57 years old. He's also a Gemini. The fuck? He's also a spoken words artist. His stage performance is crazy. He's a wacko. And that's why I love him. I've loved him since I was a kid. Because I'm all about people going whack on stage. I'm all about people fucking being crazy as long as they're not doing any harm to people. If you want to do harm to yourself, go ahead. It's consensual. Because I grew up with the Dead Kennedys, and I love Jello. I think it's also because I love his name, because I really like eating Jello. So it's nice. Let's listen to him. Let's listen to his voice, because it's all like, let us jam. See, that music's intense. That music is fucking intense. And I put down a little Jello Biafra trivia. This is from famousbirthdays.com. Is that credible? He actually ran for the 2000 presidential election as a member of the Green Party. That honestly made me gain a lot more respect because I'm all about that green life. Like, I mean, we're all guilty of like consumerism and not being fully green, but in this world, it's kind of inevitable. But like, I'm all about that environmental awareness, okay? And I try my best to not fuck up this environment more than we already have. So thank you, Jello! Thank you, Jello, for giving a shit! I'm all about him. I'm all about him. He's also attractive. Wow! I guess every human being is attractive, which is technically true because, you know, everyone's got a someone. Everyone's got a someone. If you ever get scared of loneliness, just remember, we all have a someone. Everyone has a someone. Song of the week, or should I say song of the year, because I straight up have not stopped listening to this song for a year. Age of Aquarius by Fifth Dimension. It was released in 1968, written for the rock opera Hair, which I've never seen. It won a Grammy Award for Record of the Year in 1970. Second time they won a Grammy. Pretty fucking cool. I personally found out about this song from the movie 40-Year-Old Version, because at the end they dance to it. Okay, the first part of the song gets you going, like. And then, my favorite part of the song, though, is the second part of the song. Let it shine. Come on. Now everybody just sing along. Let the sun shine. That is the most soulful bit of music I've ever fucking heard in my life. And it's literally just the same fucking thing for like 3 minutes. Too good. Too good. I could eat that song up like fucking soup. I want it all. I want it all down my throat. Let the sun shine. If you want to know what happiness is fully, if you're sad, if you're a sad little pup, please just listen to the song. You'll feel better. You'll feel better. Okay? You just gotta let the sun shine in. Why do I always get progressively more aggressive and insane towards the end of these? It's like the coffee is like, it's slowly rising to my brain. Time for the food of the week, which is seaweed. I know. On the first episode, I already covered sushi, okay? But like dried up seaweed, okay, that's a real snack. That's something people snack on. And those people are me. I love dried up seaweed, okay? It's disgustingly addictive for me. If I had access to them on the daily, I think I'd be sick. I think I'd actually get sick from the amount of seaweed that I'm willing to fucking consume on a daily basis because it's so good. I don't know why. I don't know why it's so good to me. I like the texture, I like the crunch, I like the flavor, I like to suck on it a little bit, and then it's a little bit soft, and that tastes good. But like, most people I like offer it to, they'll take a little nibble and they waste the piece, and I get so upset at that wasted piece. Like, I hate wasting food in general, but especially if you're gonna waste my little seaweed bits. You don't waste my seaweed bits, because that's like a dog treat to me, okay? It's like a dog. If a dog could go to a store, buy shit for itself, and just eat it. That's what I would do. I love seaweed, and you should love it too, if you like it. Last thing on the list, as it is the last thing on every episode, the random item. Item of the week. Whoop! Nothing broke. It's just a piece of paper. I'm not that strong. I really just overestimated my strength there. I actually thought I would have broken something by doing that. Noodles! Noodles! These are just noodles. The random item of the week is my ukulele. Let's get jamming.
Hi, I really, really have to shit, everybody, right now. It's coming out as we speak, so I'm just gonna quickly improv this right now, okay? Here we go. Thanks for watching my show. Sorry that you gotta go, but you know that I got my own life too. Even though I love performing for you, the shit's coming out of my ass right now. I gotta go. Get off of the show. Here's the toilet.